Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Monster Gens tier list video. So in today's video, I'm back with another one. And so in today's video, I'm going to be doing my own tier list for PvP. What monster deserves what rank, okay? So I've already done a couple of tier list videos. This one is just for PvP only, guys. Keep that in mind. And this is just my opinion, okay? So if you guys disagree with anything, you guys can let me know in the comments down below. But this one's actually pretty updated. I mean, we've got the free PvP monster here. We got Frozzy, which is an exclusive pass. So basically, this is pretty updated. Updated up to season 4 of the Legends Pass. So I'm gonna be starting this off, but here's the thing, guys. Let me explain this real quick. S tier means that they're amazing. They're like the best of the best, okay? And then you got A tier, which is they're like pretty good, right? They're pretty good, but they don't deserve S tier. And then you've got B tier. They're like pretty good, but also average. And then C tier, they're like all right, I guess. And then D means that it's the worst. All right. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's go on and get started. All right. So I'm going to leave Clocksuko on Wicca and a couple of the monsters that came out recently for the end of the video. And I'm going to just guess where they belong, I guess, because they just came out recently. And for example, Clocksuko, no one really have their hands on it. So, you know, I haven't seen it on PvP, but I'm going to guess where he'll belong. Okay. So we're going to leave some of these monsters for the end. But let's go on and get into this. Alright, so we got Leaflin. Leaflin, I definitely think that this monster deserves A for sure. Okay, monster's amazing. I know not too many really have it, but this monster is amazing. It's going to be a great monster on PvP. I'm pretty sure some players actually use it on like the top 100. You've got Flamara as well. This was a bounty hunt monster. I know not too many really liked it at in the beginning of the bounty hunt, like the first time, because it was pretty difficult. But I definitely think that this monster deserves A for sure. Alright, so for Boronot, I also think this monster deserves A tier for sure. This monster's amazing. I mean, you kill him, he's gonna come back with what's it called? An SN, and you can also give him a soul drag. And this monster's amazing with the double dodge area mechanic. So definitely one of the greatest. Cruel, in my personal opinion, this monster deserves S tier for PvP. Alright. Now let's get into some more S tier monsters. And it won't be Ed. I will be changing some things around maybe near the end, so continue watching. Definitely Spectra, I'm gonna have to put that at S. We can all agree Spectra deserves that spot. Where the heck is Masterat? Masterat, in my opinion, also deserves S tier for sure. This monster's amazing. Alright. Ego, this monster was actually pretty good at the time. I would put it at A, but now I think I'm gonna have to go with B. You can literally just run Boronot instead, and I know this monster can die, come back, and you could give him a soul drag in case if he dies and stuff. You can literally just run Chuckle though. You can run Chuckle. You can also just give Chuckle like Pyrophobic Shield, and your teammates will be fine. So I know this monster's great and all, but at the moment right now, I'm gonna have to put it at B. But it used to be an A tier monster. Alright, so for Rucha, this monster used to be an A tier, but now with the current meta, we have to go with B. So he deserves B in my opinion. Then you've got Stuntgum. This was an exclusive pass monster, and I kind of feel bad for the players that actually spent money on this one, because now Cruel Track came out, Tundra monster, great monster. I mean, I get it, this one's a denier and that's an attacker, but think about wards and stuff like that. Although this one is focused on PvP, I know, I get it, but like, just think about it. But yeah, you got the exclusive pass monster. I'm gonna have to put this monster at C. Stuntgum deserves C, in my opinion. Then you got Influxure. Influxure deserves a D. This is going to be our first monster that actually deserves D. Alright. And then let's get into Ferrata. Okay, so Ferrata, it's an amazing monster. You have Inspiration, you have Skill Mirror, Skills, Shield. You can spam those. So definitely an A tier for PvP. In my opinion, Jacunia High actually deserves an S tier. This monster is amazing. For PvP, it is amazing. I wish I had that rank 5. Lady Meow. I think Lady Meow, in my personal opinion, deserves S tier. So I'm going to have to put Lady at S right in there. For Mouseron, I'm going to have to put this at A. Great Mega Taunt monster. You start off with 50% shield. It's amazing for PvP. And many people just run, you know, Soul Drag on their Mega Taunt monsters. And we're going to get into the next Mega Taunt, which I also think deserves A tier, which is Olifanatic. So definitely I'm going to put Olifanatic with Mouseron in there. And let's get into the next Mega Taunt, which is Hammergrum. He has an amazing trait, amazing status caster, just like these other two. So definitely an A tier monster. Alright, we're getting into the free monster from one of the seasons. I think it was one of the first... It was the first corrupted season, right? In the past, which was Darkur. Here's the thing. Darkur is amazing and all, but you gotta watch out for a Maelstrom the most on PvP. You know, Dark and Dark, he can't really deal that much damage, even with UA. Really. So I'm gonna have to put Darkur at B. So he deserves B, in my opinion. Also, Clemberg. This monster is actually quite underrated. I don't know why too many players really hate him. You guys can let me know in the comments down below why you guys hate him. But in my opinion, I think Clemberg deserves B for sure. One of the most powerful monsters in the game. I mean, his strength is tied with Spectra, and he has a pretty good trait as well. Immune to control. So definitely a B tier in my opinion. Alright. Now, Dream. This monster was amazing in the beginning of the era. But now, on PvP, I think it deserves C for sure. It's in between D and C, but I'm not going to disrespect Dream like that, so I'm just going to put it at C in there. Then Equileria, this monster is a great resurrect to great support, but I'm going to have to put it at B. Alright, doesn't deserve A tier, but I'm going to have to put it at A. Although it's kind of in between these two, but I'm going to have to go with B for PvP. Alright, getting into Elise, the first PvP monster, right? Definitely deserves a C at the moment, because I mean there are better options nowadays. Like, you've got yourself Panikin, right? Panikin can also stun besides Possession. So, great monster here. And yeah, like, anyone would choose this monster over Family for sure. So, I'm going to have to put Family at C. Gartux, in my opinion, deserves B. He is pretty darn powerful. He is pretty powerful for a free PvP monster. So, I think he deserves B. Like, he's pretty good, but I don't think he deserves A. Okay? So... gotta go with B. Then getting into Colonel Pip. With the current meta for PvP, I'm gonna have to put this at B. Okay? I mean, you've got yourself Richa. I know Richa is better than Colonel, although some people can argue with that. But I'm gonna have to put Colonel at the same exact tier as B. Okay? Some people do think that Richa is actually better than Colonel. And I don't have anything to say to that, okay? Don't get me into that, but I just wanted to point it out because I've seen it. People have said that Risha is better than Colonel, but I'm gonna have to put Colonel the same tier as B. So with basically these monsters here, all right. So Colonel Pip deserves B in my opinion. Then you've got yourself Marley. Marley for PvP at the moment, I barely see it. Although I have actually tested this monster as an attacker. Great denier and all, but you need what's it called? You need another monster with you, or you have to go with the Spilling Fist to cleanse in the beginning in order to get rid of the Megataunt, because you guys know many players run Megataunt in their bases. So you have to get rid of that, and then you have to deny them. And what if they're immune to control? What if they're immune to freeze and stuff like that, right? So for PvP, in my personal opinion, I think that Marley deserves C. Now for Royal Magus, I also think this monster deserves C as well. So I'm gonna go with C there. For the monster, one of the best deniers as well, I'm gonna have to put Katarine at A. This monster is pretty darn good. It's in between these two, I've got to say, but I'm gonna have to go with A. Okay, so Katarine is actually pretty good in general for PvP. I really like it, but I'm gonna have to put it at A instead of S. Okay, but it's in sort of like in between, I've got to say. So I'll go with A for now. I'll see if I need to change anything near the end. Wormhole. Man, I wish I didn't miss out on this monster. For PvP, this monster is amazing. The trade disable mechanic and everything. I just wish I could go back in time and get this monster to like rank 4 or 5 from the tails. But in my opinion, this monster for PvP deserves S tier. I'm going to have to put Wormhole at S. Then for Charmless. Charmless, in my opinion, deserves A. I know you have to watch out from anticipation here and there, but you can literally just run it with Chuckle. And with Chuckle, right, you could apply the Pyro Shield in the beginning, and this monster can just continue spamming the attack skills and, you know, end up winning. So, it's a pretty good spammer. For PvP, I think this monster deserves A, in my opinion. Alright, now getting into Sensei Panikin. At the moment, for PvP, I think this monster deserves A spot for sure. Kurai Kaj, right? You got Anticipation trait. It's a great attacker. First of all, many players have it ranked up, so they definitely use it on PvP. I think this monster deserves A for now, but soon he'll probably go back to B. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to have to go with A. The reason for that is because the upcoming Tails monster, he is pretty darn good. He has Anticipation trait. he or she. And I forgot the name of it. Is it like Bloomeria or something? And lots of you guys are saying some nice things, positive things about that monster. So we'll just have to see. But for now, I'm going to have to put him at A. So if I ever make another tier list video, I'll make sure to update that, alright, on what I think he deserves. Alright, so now with Wingsu, I'm going to have to put Wingsu at B. Because there are better attackers nowadays. I mean, literally, you could use Lady Meow over this monster. You know, this monster has Algeria's as status caster, extra turner monster. But I know the Lady Meow isn't an extra turner and stuff like that. But even with extra turners, you have better options nowadays. Like, you got Charmless. You even have this free pass monster. And getting into him, I believe that this monster deserves A for sure. Okay? She's pretty darn good. Literally same as Charmless, I'd say. Although Charmless actually does apply vulnerability, or is it nature weakness? I'm pretty sure it's nature weakness. But I can't do her like this. I'm going to have to put this monster at A as well. So yeah, besides that, for Neurofunk, I'm going to have to put Neurofunk at B tier. I think this monster deserves B tier at the moment in this current season. The current meta. Then you got Minnows. I kind of want to put Minnows at S tier. Do you want to know why? Minnows hard... Dude, this monster actually counters Chuckle Buckle hardly, okay? Not because of the element advantage, but because of the fire shield that, you know, Chuckle applies. So I kind of want to put Minnows at S tier. I really want to, because of that. Should I actually go with that? I really want to, but at the same time, I kind of want to put it at A tier. I'll just go with S. I'm gonna have to put Minnows at S. It's in between. But if you face Chuckle and you have this monster on your side, you get the win. Alright? So yeah, Minnows S here. Then let's see what else we have. Mojadrak, in my personal opinion, this monster is amazing. The taunt mechanic and everything like that. The damage protection. I'm gonna have to put this at A. Great bounty hunt monster. I hope you didn't miss out on this. Then you have a Wingsu. In my opinion, Wingsu deserves A tier for sure. For a free pass monster, this monster is amazing. Alright, so for ZHC, I definitely think this monster deserves A tier. He's a great attacker. He is amazing. So I have to put ZHC at A. Then you've got these monsters. So these ones, they're all from this current pass. Well, this current season, let's just say, because some of them are not from the past. Clocksuko, in my opinion, deserves A tier at the moment. This is just a guess, by the way. This is what I think this monster will perform, I guess. The way it'll perform. I think it'll be A tier. We'll just have to wait and see. So once again, it is a guess. Also, Frozzy, in my personal opinion, I'm going to have to put this at S. The fastest monster, great. This monster is amazing. So, definitely deserves S tier. Then, we've got the Corrupted Era. Corrupted Wicca. This is an attacker one. I personally think that this monster deserves B. The reason for that is because you got all nature skills, not just that, but you've got better attackers, right? Better options, like you got Lady Meow. Lady Meow also has large area. But I'm gonna have to put Wicca at B here. Alright. And the boys, I'm gonna have to put the boys at B as well. You got better deniers, better options as deniers. Then we have the PvP monster, right? The PvP monster, I also think this monster deserves B as well. B tier, for sure. You can also use it as taunt, but in my personal opinion, this monster works best as an attacker. And even with like taunt and attacker combined, I mean, you got Mojadrak, a great taunt monster that you can use instead of that. You got Boronot, right? And not just that, but for attacker, like Dark Attacker, you literally have, let me see, what do you have here? For Dark Attacker, you have Cry at the moment, right? Cry is amazing. And yeah, like, just think about it. So, in my personal opinion, this is what I think every monster deserves. Once again, I'd either put Minnows at S or A. It's sort of in between. But I think this is the final. This is what I think every monster deserves in the current PvP season. Now, this might change in the near future, but yeah, I'd say this is the most updated in my personal opinion once again. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this and if you want to change anything about this. But yeah, once again, guys, I think this is good. This is really what I think, you know, for the current PvP. what these monsters really deserve, like their ranks and stuff. But yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monsters video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like and also subscribe to the channel with notifications on. If you guys want more of these tier lists, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.